Hello everyone, Mike Arnold here, co-founder of Path Trading Partners along with Bob Iacchino. Checking in on MONERO. Last time we left off with this double bottom, which came, double top. Sorry about that. This double top right here should the full price of 216. You can see dead stop on there. That was finished. Again, there was no reversal pattern there. Then from our projections, next key area we had down was the 207, then the 200. Coming down just below the 200, returning to the 207 area and the rotation zone. Then we had to drop all the way down to the 1 hour to get our next levels using the most recent swing, as we've talked about in other videos. So we had the most recent 1 hour swing coming down here, which gave us a 191 level. And you see we caught just below that. So let's now switch back over to the 4 hour and pull these levels off. I updated it in case this does not hold, but we had a really nice divergence down here. So higher low RSI, lower low price. And remember, this dip just below a key level, coming back up, finally getting through the rotation zone and testing the prior 62.5% retracement at this 212 level, then coming back down to the 195.75 retracement level. That's why we leave the GAN levels on here. Finally pushing up through. It looks like we just got the first cross now, and it re-caught on prior resistance becoming support. Now this is at a key area on the daily chart, so when we switch over, we'll see why that has to hold, but this has now formed a higher high, higher low, higher high, and if it rotates up again, that'll be another nice higher low. If it pulls back again, watch for key support at 207. If it breaks through 207, that will not be good. We'd be then watching for a return to probably the 200 level. Checking on this daily, why I said it was critical. We're trading right at the 8 EMA. So if we can get through there, next major area is between about 225 and 229. Declining 21. Declining 50 and the prior 50% retracement GAN level, and this has been pretty weak now, so there's a lot to get through up here, so keep that in mind. We can also come back to this 4 hour, and like always, come down here. So initially you could have used this level for your GAN projection, so from the low where the divergence formed up to this high, and look what that gave us. I'll just go over the top one. That gave you 217. And that's where we got the reversal back down. Now we can come up here. There's no point using the most recent swing, and the levels are going to be too small, but that's going to give us 221 and 224. Now going back to the daily, you can see that other 224 level is right at the declining 21, so that's going to be very key on the next push higher. Do not ignore that level. That's what we're looking for at Monero, and the 4 hour rotation, the daily rotation zone is still against us. So we're getting slightly bearish to neutral mode for that. Looking at Ripple, so we have the 6647 level, which came down, closing just below, spiking below, but then closing, coming back up, rotating a few times. Then we had to use the 1 hour most recent swing. Again, 1 hour just to show you. So here was the most recent swing to this low because we didn't have a pause on the 4 hour, which gave us this 0.6331 level, spiking just below it. So that's how we came up with that level to watch for. But again, we're not just buying there, we're watching for reversal patterns. So let me switch back to the 4 hour, not the 4 day. Another thing, we had a divergence here with the second part of the divergence coming in, just spiking below our 0.633 level. Coming back up, we're still watching this other level. We leave them on the charts, and you can see how it hit here, hit here, hit here, hit here, spiked through, but then closed below. So this was a very key resistance level, then becoming support. Look at this. I hope everyone sees that, because that's why you don't just want to pull the levels off right away. So this was resistance, 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 resistance. And guys, instead of focusing on all the tails and wicks, because they don't have to line up, focus on the bodies. You'll get a lot of improvement, and looking at this as a zone, not just a line. So you can look, okay, well, I sort of have a zone from these bodies up to some of these key wick highs, but really focus when you're drawing it on the candle bodies. So here's how we are looking at it. Resistance, 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 especially see these closes back below that level. Resistance, this high hits it. This high hits it. Then finally it blows through. Then this comes back. It doesn't matter if it just goes through the level a bit because it's a zone. It's not just a hard brick wall. It's more like a spongy zone. So this comes back and then it catches on it. So that again is resistance becoming support. Then blowing through it And now we have the first cross rotation zone. We're still trading against the 50, so we're sort of caught between these two areas. So on another pullback, watch for 0.7183 is very key. Right now it's trading at this support zone. Let me move it up here. Again, focus on the bodies. It really helps. So boom, boom, boom. Now see these bodies are catching on support. Just another tip that we've learned in so many years of trading all the different markets. We are getting a slight divergence here, possibly. So it could travel sideways a bit. Well, let's check in on the daily chart first. And let's put on our GAN levels from the low to the high. This is the most recent one that actually pulled back. So next 0.76, then 0.7782. However, as always, checking in on the daily. Look at this. We're trading right at the 8 EMA. The middle level, 0.76, is right where the 50 is. And then the top level is right where the 21 is. So these are levels you will not want to ignore. If you're doing bottom picking down here, at least move up stops, take partial profits. Rotation zone is still against us on the daily chart. And we just got the cross on the 4 hour. So we're slightly bearish to neutral. If this does not hold and we sell lower, major cluster now at 0.58. area 584, 582, and then if that's broken, 0.541. But this is at least looking like we're getting a possible nice recovery. Also, when we get up here to the 21, anybody who bought some of these dips might be looking at unloads. There's a resistance area upward as prior support is, so do not ignore that area either for moving up stops. So what we have for you on Monero and Ripple, and we'll talk to everyone soon. Bye for now.